Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, students. How are you today? I hope you are all in a good condition and can follow this session in a good mood and happy feeling. So today, we will learn about narrative text. Anyone knows what narrative text is? Okay, we will find out in this session. Okay, so this is the definition of narrative text. Narrative text is a form of writing that tells a story or recounts a sequence of events. It can take various forms, including novels, short stories, folk tales, myths, legends, and personal anecdotes. The primary purpose of narrative text is to entertain and engage the reader by presenting a compelling and coherent narrative. Okay, this is the generic structures of narrative text. There are orientation, complications, resolution, and reorientation or evaluation. But for the last point, it can be a code. Okay, so orientation sets the stage for the story. Ideally, the orientation should answer who, where, and when. When reading the orientation part, we should be able to identify the story's character and setting, both time and place. Okay, now we move to the second point. There is complications. So complications contains the problems that occur within a story. It is divided into three parts, namely rising action, climax, and falling action. Rising action is problems begin to emerge. Then climax is peak of the problem. Then the last one, falling action is the tension of the problem begins to decrease and the solution begins to emerge. Okay, the next one is resolution. The resolution is part of the narrative where the conflict or problem introduced earlier in the story is resolved or resolved. These characters may involve finding solutions to their issues, overcoming obstacles, or experiencing personal growth. The resolution helps tie up loose ends, providing closure for the reader and allowing them to see how the story's events have impacted the characters. And the last one is reorientation or evaluation. Reorientation is an optional component of a narrative text that reflects on the story and its events, reinforcing the moral lesson or theme. This section typically appears at the end of the story, providing a summary or commentary on the characters' experiences and the consequences of their actions. It helps the reader understand the story's significance and encourage them to consider the message or lesson the author intended to convey. Okay, this is the characteristics of narrative text. The first is using past tenses. Narrative texts often contain past tense because they typically recount events or stories that have already occurred. Using the past tense helps to create a sense of time and sequence, which enables the reader to follow the plot and understand the progression of events. The second one is using adverbs of time. Narrative texts often use adverbials of time to provide a clear structure and sense of progression to the story. And then the third point is using adjectives. Adjectives are words that describe or modify nouns, or simply put, adjectives are words that give more information about a noun, such as its color, shape, size, characteristics, and etc. And the last one is using noun phrases. A noun phrase is a group of words that contain a noun along with any accompanying modifiers such as adjectives, adverbs, or other nouns that provide more information about the main noun. Noun phrases help create detailed and vivid descriptions in stories. Okay, this is the example of narrative text. I make it short. The title is Cinderella. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful girl named Cinderella. She lived with her wicked stepmother and stepsisters, who treated her badly. The prince held a grand ball one day, and Cinderella desperately wanted to attend. With the help of her fairy godmother, she got a beautiful dress and glass slippers to wear to the ball. At the ball, the prince fell in love with her, but Cinderella had to leave before midnight, when the spell would be broken. The prince searched for Cinderella, and when he found her, they lived happily ever after. Now I have the video contains of the example of narrative text. Okay, I will play it for you. Okay, that's all the video of the example of narrative text. So I hope you are understand what I want to share with you. And yeah, that's all from me today in this session. I hope we still can meet each other in the next time. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.